This is part 2 of how I made my revamped Brookhaven game. Part 1 is in the playlist in the description. Anyway, let's continue. So I left the last episode off with me about to do the car, so I thought I'd start off by doing this. So once you get the model, I've just got the Jeep model. This isn't my Jeep, the scripts in the Jeep aren't mine, but I thought I'd actually teach you how to make a really well working car, and this is how you do it. So once you get your car model, I'll leave this in the description, just the Jeep model. You just need all these things, yeah, with all the welds, so that's why I'm going to leave it in the description. And you need a driver's seat, as you can see. So once you have all this, we're going to add in the first script, which is in the main thing. This is just a normal script, and it's just going to be called main script or main car script, whatever. And so we'll do variables, which is going to be local car, local configuration. So let's go to Jeep, add in configuration, not just like a folder, but actually a configuration, and then local ray cast, which equals to require script dot raycast module, which we also need to add. Inside the script, add a module script. I think I'll just call it raycast module. So function module dot new start position. And then repeat. So repeat local ray equals ray dot new max distance minus distance hit position normal equals to game dot workspace find part on ray with ignore list, and then ray ignore false and true. Then if hit, then if not hit dot can collide, then table dot insert ignore hit, and then distance equals then start position minus position dot magnitude, then last position equals position, and then until return hit position normal, and then here we're going to do distance. So until distance is bigger or equal to max distance minus 0.1, or hit and hit dot can collide. Okay, so that is that script, so we'll go back to this one. Dot raycast module, and then on here local mass equals 0, then for I v in pairs, if v is a base part, then mass plus equals v get mass, and then so inside these brackets it's times 196.2, which I believe is the gravity kind of thing, like in workspace. I believe if you go to workspace, the gravity 196.2, there we go, that's where that comes from. And then local body position equals instance dot new body position here is the function, which is local function update thruster, which going to do thruster here. Dot new thruster dot position thruster dot c frame vector to world space vector 3 dot new 0 minus 1 0, and then times configurations dot height dot value. So as you can see, that is one of the things we need to add, but again we won't be doing that yet, so I just do slide down here. So local thruster height equals position minus thruster dot position dot magnitude, then local wheel weld equals thruster. This is also why you should use the model in the description, because otherwise you have to add in your own welds and stuff. Obviously if you're a bit more experienced, then you can make your own car and stuff, but just for now, just to make sure it works, I would just do this. So thruster height configurations dot height dot value times 0.8 plus wheel weld dot part 1 dot size dot y divided by 2 0, and then local offset equals to car dot chassis not sure dot c frame inverse times thruster dot c frame local speed equals car dot chassis dot c frame, and then vector to world to object space. There you go. And then car, I'm not even gonna say it, I can't pronounce it. Then dot velocity, and then if offset dot z is smaller than 0, then local direction equals 1. If speed dot z is bigger than 0, then direction equals minus 1. And then end, so we're just going to scroll down here, then wheel weld dot co like that, then times equals c frame dot angles 0 car dot rot priority dot y divided by 2 times direction 0, and then these are the particles. If you want particles, then if hit and thruster dot velocity dot magnitude. Okay, so this is going to be the main program. Then if property equals occupant, then if car dot driver seat dot occupant, then local player equals game dot players get player from character car dot driver seat dot occupant dot parent, and then if player, then car dot driver seat set network owner player, and local car script, which we haven't actually added yet, but script is going to be called local car script, and then clone, should we just add the script? I think it might make coding a bit easier. So just a local script, and then just name it local car script. So yeah, just make that a bit easier. So I think that should work now. Local car script, yeah, clone, and then which equals to player.player.gui, then local car script dot car, which we also need to add in a value, an object value, and just name it car. And so the value equals car, and then local car script.disabled equals false. Again, we will disable it, but we'll lighten it first. And then spawn function then while true do game get service run service dot stepped wait for I part in pairs car. There we go. And there we go. That's the script. This is the bottom bit as well. Trust me, it doesn't appear to work. The script's a bit old because the model is a bit older, but it's fine. This is all good. So yeah, okay. So that's that script. Now onto the next script. Okay, so we added the local script already. Just call it local car script. And then inside here, this is a big script. So some bits I'll just skip to when I've already written it. So this isn't too long of a video, but this is the user input service, which we're going to do local user input service. And then local car, which is actually script, wait for child, car, and then dot value. So actually that's just configuration. Actually, I changed mine. I think this folder here, or the configuration, should be configurations, since we will have multiple values. And then the main program, which is going to be seek.changed. Then after here, we're going to do local force. Velocity like that, and so I was in a bit of a high. Okay, and this is a complete function here. So I'm just going to slowly scroll for it so you can see it all, including this bit at the end. So get all this, and all that, and all of this. Because I think there are a lot of lines, let's just say that, I think around 200 maybe, and I think I don't want this video to be too long for no reason, just for doing one car. This is a smaller function, but still a bit complicated. I'll go out here. That is a long line. You might want to pause it and then slow it down. Okay, and this is the spawn function. So I'm just going to slowly go through here, and I think this is the perfect time to talk to you guys about a new game or project I'm working on. I won't release too much details because it's still quite early in the process, but I still might be showing you guys on this channel, as well as Tom Haven, which I will be releasing to the public. Just make sure I've got all that. And so yeah, it's a big project. I was just wondering at some point I will, if you guys are interested in me doing a stream on it. Okay, that's the end of this whole thing. And inside of configurations we need to add a few values. These are those values, including the speed, which is very important to the different types of cars you do. So obviously turn speed I've just got it as 1.5 because honestly it's possibly the best. 2 is a bit too much and 1's not enough, you know. And suspension I've got as 3, height 3, bounce 100, speed 30, but that's the starter car. And so I think that is done. I'll also make sure to disable the local script, and then let's just add in a number value inside here and name it price, and you can probably guess what that is. Oh sorry, I've actually forgotten what it is. Actually I think it's 100, not 250, so I just like that. I'm not sure if this completely matters as much, because obviously we do have a module script for this, but we're just going to name it starter car, and we've already done this in the past episodes, so let's just cut that almost from existence, and let's go into application storage, into cars, and let's get rid of this part, and then let's paste into the starter car, and I think we'll try that out. Okay, if we go to phone, go to the car, starter car, as you can see, oh, okay, we do have a few things we need to add apparently. Let me have a look at that. And I believe that has worked. And now just to polish the car, we're going to add in a proximity prompt inside of here. So we're actually going to do an attachment, because this means we can control, because the action text is going to be E to sit, and then the object text is going to be driver's seat. And then maybe we'll just do 0.5 and stuff, you know, just obviously mess around with it as much as you want. And then obviously we can keep this the same because of the attachment, and then inside of here we're going to add in a script, just a normal script, and we're going to do local proximity prompt, or local prompt I guess, equals script dot parent, scroll on a bit, and then local seat equals prompt and then we'll just try that out. Then we spawn this in. Occupant, I think maybe I spelled that wrong or something. Oh, and that's way too high, isn't it? So I know why. It's because the prompt.parent because we used an attachment. So we'll try that, and we will also move the attachment down just to make it look a bit better. As you can see, that's the perfect height. We pop in, and there we go. That worked. The proximity prompt is gone because the seat is occupied, and we can get back in it. There we go. And so yeah, okay, this is a glitch apparently. But yeah, we have made a car. I'm now going to make the Camaro, and in this Camaro I'm just going to get everything that is industrial white, maybe make them a yellow or an orange, and then just change the speed to maybe 50, and then let's test that out. And we also might want to go to car shop info and turn down the price of the Camaro to maybe 1, since I'm pretty sure we're quite poor. Okay, so I believe we go to phone and then spawn the Camaro, we won't have it, I'm hoping. So we now go, oh yeah, no, we're not that far, of course, because the magic thing. Okay, so the Camaro, awesome. Oh, okay, that's fine. Let's go to, let's see, what it might be because we haven't added anything else in. Just enable this and go to the mainframe.cars.purchasing, or .car purchasing, 28, if player.cars, frame.name.values, let's, oh, okay, I may have moved that by accident. Let's see, cars, oh, that's Camaro, just because of one spelling. If you guys spelled it wrong, it's just me spelled it right, you're probably wondering why that didn't work for me. That's why, because of a spelling mistake. Let's try that out. Again, Camaro is not a valid member of player.cars. I wonder where else I've spelt it wrong. But if I have, are we able to just, oh, okay, it's got rid of our money. That might just be an error, hopefully. Let me just get some money. Oh, thank goodness I can, not cheat. I think if we go to Camaro now. No? Okay, we're gonna test, we're gonna go see this. Wow, it's so noisy. I don't actually think it's in here that we have the error. I actually think it's somewhere over here maybe. So that's Camaro, that should be fine. That should be fine. So I wonder what else it could be. Okay, I've bought the Challenger, thanks to this handy thing. And I think if we go to Challenger, it does, okay, it does work, I just haven't been able to configure it properly. Okay, now it works, never mind, okay. There we go, this one's 50. I might make the starter car a bit slower than this one, maybe around 30, and then the Challenger could be 50, and then that makes it so that you can have more different speeds. Or it might not just be speed. Maybe it will be a different turn speed, or it'd be a different suspension or something. You can put that in the description of it maybe. Say, oh, this one is better thing, or you can actually have stats maybe. Completely up to you. But yeah, that is the end of the video. That's the end of this video. I know we just did the car in this video, and actually before we go, we are going to quickly do an advanced, a shift to sprint, and this one's going to change the field of view as well. I thought I'd do it now, just in case, and then so just kind of quickly. Okay, so I've just done the variables. I've obviously done use input service, player, and then, so this is just the normal speed that you get given when you spawn in. Then sprint speed you can obviously change. Maybe if you have a game pass you can make it a bit faster. And so here we're going to do the local function begin speed. Dot left shift. Yeah, pretty confusing. And then wait. Yeah, so 70 is the original one, and then I, which is this 1, 5. It's yeah, I don't completely understand it, I'll be honest. But yeah, I believe if you increase this, we'll see what happens when you increase it. We'll do a bit of testing, why not? And pretty much the exact same, except end sprint, and then this is 80 minus, because that's what it goes to, 80 minus, and then this obviously goes back to walk speed. But apart from that, and then under here, use input service dot input began, connect to begin sprint function, and then use input service dot input ended, connect to end sprint function. Okay, we'll test that out with like the times through. You never know. You never know what will happen. I know why. It's because this is user input type, not user input service. That actually makes sense now I think about it. Okay, there we go. And yeah, so obviously the higher it's times by, the higher it goes. And I believe the I refers to 5 to make it a bit smoother. I'm actually will test it with 90 times 4 times 4. So obviously between that is 20. 4 times 5 is 20. Nice. And so sprint, and then that's just a bit smoother. Okay, sprint, and then yeah, there we go, that's a bit smoother. And but I'm actually going to have it as 80. 80 is fine for me. So if you do want to go back to 80, change this to 2, and change this to 80. But apart from that, that is the end of the video. It actually is the end of the video. Just make sure that's minus, and make sure that's plus, and apart from that, yeah, I'll see you in the next video. So yeah, well, we'll be doing the house system. So yeah, I guess we'll do that now.